Alright, hi guys and girls, this is Example, and I've decided that I'm going to give you guys the world download for my ship. And if you haven't seen the episode yet, have a look at it. I built this in with a time lapse, and I tell you what, it was a huge project and I was really kicking myself for doing it. But anyway, we did it, we built a ship. And so what this is this is my world where I built the prototype ship in. Now it's not exactly the same one as what I built on the 3rd echelon server, but it's pretty close indeed. I did a few modifications while I was building it because I decided that I want to do something different. But this is the bare bones, and this is what you're going to need to build your own ship. And over here I have laid out each section. Now it may be that these sections are not exactly the same as what's in the ship that I just showed you, because for some reason MC Edit corrupted some of the blocks and they went missing, so I've had to replace them by hand. And yeah, so it's kind of been a little bit tricky. But what I'm talking about is these three particular sections over here, or these two sections actually. These upside down stairs, spruce stairs, went missing. So as those ones as well, and over this, over here, this one here also had some missing. So I've replaced those, and each section is here. So pretty much every single section for the whole ship has been laid out, and it took forever. But if you want to build a ship like this and you don't know how to do it, then this will give you some idea. Yeah. So let me see if I can explain this a little bit, why there's lots of gold blocks and blue all around all over the place. Now, what this is actually representing is how to, or where to place these particular sections. So starting from this gold block here, you'll see over in that corner, you'll see the oak and the spruce wood there. Let's say the oak and the spruce over there. So it's spruce, oak, and so forth. That's where this particular well, that's actually this gold block here. And on the other side is the just the oak, and that's where the oak is there, and that's where we start to build our whole ship. Now let me get back over here again. So all I'm saying is I've started from, let's go here and show you exactly where I started from. I'll just grab a gold block. Let's see, where's gold block? Give me a gold block. I want some gold. Yeah. Started from the first section, which would be right there. That's where the gold block is, over there in that corner, and that's the whole registration point from where I started my build. So in my time lapse, you'll see me actually build this little pillar here first, and then count out from the gold block out to here where we lay the keel. The first block for the keel, which is that one there, that was what you saw me doing on the 3rd echelon server. So yeah, all right. So that's how this kind of works. Now, each section is I tell you what, it's really difficult to get each thing lined up. Even though I've marked everything out, it was very difficult to get everything to line up properly, and I actually had to unbuild quite a few sections and rebuild them again on the server. So this is where we start. We start here. This is the keel, laying the keel, and then we move on to this one, and we continue on in this direction until we get to the end. So you'll start seeing this blue wall here, and what this represents is the water line. Now in the 3rd echelon server build, I actually dropped this by one block, so the water line was actually on this section instead, because, oh no, it wasn't, it was over here. The water line was on this section here because I wanted it to be lower, no, higher in the water. That's right, higher in the water. So I put the water line here. So you might want to do that too. If not, it's pretty much that blue wall over there, which you can see along the line of the ship. That's where the water line is if you use these particular sections. I hope this is making sense. So yeah, and I used the blue wall here to line up these sections, because these are the most these are the sections that need to be placed in the correct place, for sure. And so we move on to the cannons, and so forth. So yeah, everything's laid out. You should be able to work out how to build this whole thing if you use these sections. But like I said, it's pretty difficult to actually to line these up. So I'm going to jump into the third echelon and go to the ship, and I'm going to just walk around there for a little bit. Alright, there she is, the beautiful ship, and you can see the water line there. I dropped it, well, I basically lifted the ship out of the water by 1 block while I was building it because, yeah, I kind of want it to look a little bit higher in the water. So, that's our ship, and that's my base up there, and yeah, so it's really, really beautiful, and every time I'm here and I come out and see the ship, I go, oh, that looks awesome, but building it, man, seriously, took a long time, and the time lapse was a killer. Because I had to record it in chunks and then render it all down and then put it all together afterwards. So yeah, it was pretty cool. All right, so we're heading over. I'm going to show you a couple of things which I changed, and give you maybe a few hints on how to go about doing the sails and things like that. But yeah, and the rigging, the rigging's not on the download because I was going to do that after, and to to go ahead and do that twice, I thought, well, I'm not going to bother. Yeah, so there's the ship. Beautiful. And also, in my build, I used jungle wood down the bottom here for just where the water line is, and up to the I forgot the name of the wood now. Up to the old dark oak, because I want it to be different colour, and normally these ships do have different colour paint. Sometimes it's almost red down the bottom. Yeah, so this is the way to get up. It's all still temporary. I haven't got done away with it yet, but it's easy to get up here this way. Alright, let's head around the side. And here we are, regular pirates. Yeah. So, what did I find difficult about this build? Well, the main thing was laying the keel, because the keel is under the water. I did not want to remove the water while I was building this because I want the water to sit directly underneath the boat and underneath every block. So I decided to build it underwater. So what I used was my trusty underwater hat. Yeah, I found this leather hat while I was killing some skeletons in the skeleton farm. And I thought, this is great. All I needed to do is add one more thing to it, and I've got myself a decent worker hat. Underneath the water working hat. So that's what I did. That's how I got that, and I'm happy I got that because I really needed it to get underneath the water there and place those blocks. And when you drop blocks and you have to go down and get them, that comes in handy too. That would be another thing too. I wouldn't go building this thing in really deep water unless you want to kiss your blocks goodbye, because yeah, they'll go right down there and you have to go all the way down and pick them up. So don't do that. What else? While I was building this, I found that in my my world download there are extra blocks, and those extra blocks were only there because I was still trying to work out how to place the outside blocks and make the shape of the hull. So there's extra blocks in there which you might want to take out, and I did that when I was building mine. And in my world download we don't have stairs. The stairs are up to you. You can put them in. I did this after the fact because, oh, there he is. I wanted to be able to get down to the bottom and get all my stuff, which I don't have anything down there. So that's pretty much that. So I can go all the way down here. This is where the ballast would go. This is pretty much the bottom of the ship, and if we dig through here we're going to end up in water. So yeah, pretty good. It's pretty much I built this thing and displaced the water instead of building it, instead of getting rid of the water and then putting the water back again, if you get what I mean there. Now I don't have enough cannons. I ran out of coal, so I still need to put some cannons on this side. So you'll need a lot of coal if you're doing cannons with coal. You can use obsidian, I guess. Yeah, so I also build in lots of compartments which are not on the world download, and that's just for fun. You can do whatever you like. And the cargo, where you drop the cargo in, I added these in too, and they go all the way through the second floor. Yeah, I guess that's pretty much that bit. And the cabin is different from what you've got in the world download, because when I was building it I was thinking actually I could do this, I could do that, and this is what I ended up with. Actually it's a huge cabin. It's a lot bigger than the one on the download. I decided to make it wider and bigger because I'm the captain and I wanted it bigger, if you know what I mean. And yeah, the sails. Alright, the sails. Man, you have to light up your sails. And they are quite painful. Oh, I missed. They are quite painful to build because you've got to climb up, place a block, and then you've got to somehow... dang it. Somehow step back and take a look and see if it looks alright. Now, I had my camera guy, and I used my camera guy to spot where I was placing the blocks, and that was really handy. If you don't have a camera guy, then yes, it makes it a lot more difficult. Now, I did actually do the first sail without the camera guy, looking at the screen, and because that was the easiest one. It was the smallest one up the top there. Yeah, sails are really annoying, and you'll need a ton of wool. It's unbelievable how much wool's in here. I wouldn't have a clue how many bits of wool I use, but there's tons, and I still need to light up that bit there, because what happens is we get creepers spawning, and they drop down and then blow your stuff up. Okay, where else can we go? Let's go up the top here. Yeah. This sail up here, I don't know the terminology for it, or the actual real name, but it kind of goes through the fence rigging, and I pretty much had to remove some of that rigging and replace it with wool, and I'm okay with that because it looks like the sail is in the right place anyway. My crow's nests are awesome. I love them. In fact, if this was a real ship, that's where I'd be all the time, up in the crow's nest. Just because it looks like a ton of fun. So I've got quite a few of these, and the problem is I can't see through the sail, and I guess that's just tough luck. Right. What else? What else? Okay, I've got a... This is my wheel to steer the ship, but I mean, what do you do? It's Minecraft. So, I hope that this little tour is okay, and it's going to be right for you. The build download is available, and you can go and build your own. I use a ton of wood and a ton of time, and pretty much I really don't want to build another one of these for a long time. It took forever, but now it's done. It's beautiful. I love it. Looks great. Alright, so I will catch you next time. Enjoy the download, and hopefully there'll be more world downloads which I'll make available to you. So enjoy, have fun, and I'll catch you later. Bye bye.